What's crack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lackin'? Welcome in, everybody. We are here, the guys FF, for the Week 7 recap. What we're going to be doing in this episode is going over the matchups, looking at where we were right, where we were wrong. If you guys have any Monday Night Football questions as well, always fire those in. And then we will be doing a couple pick'em locks that we absolutely like at the end of the stream here, and we'll get it popping here. So, George C says, not only my 2 and 5, but Caleb Williams, man. I had Caleb Williams as a smash and Bill, man, and they both absolutely shit the bed. I can't believe how that worked out for the Cowboys and him. What's good, Dustin? What's up, Warrior? How we doing? We got Big Draft Energy back from the migraine. How we doing, brother? You back alive?
Somewhat. Yep, doing okay.
All right, so we're going to dive through each game here, give a little breakdown. I'll go one game, you go the next game, we'll go on, and then we'll get to the end of the Monday Night Football doubleheader we have here.
Sounds good.
Thursday Night Football takeaways. I can't believe how it worked out. Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco both popped for 20-plus points in that game. Jalen Warren looks like an absolute stud. That was a good call by you before the year. Caleb Johnson's just an absolute ghost. Didn't expect 4 touchdowns to the tight ends, but that's what you get with Arthur Smith. And on the Bengals side, man, Chase Brown had a little breakout. I don't know if I still am buying into the Chase Brown breakout with that offensive line. You know, you still got 250-plus yards from Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, so Joe Flacco is going to make them relevant. But, like, moving forward, do you feel Chase Brown's going to be a safe start still?
I think as long as they have a legitimate quarterback at the helm, defenses will have to play them honestly and play with lighter boxes to put more focus on the coverage aspect. Joe Flacco's not afraid to air it out and throw to Jamar Chase 16 times or 23 times for 16 receptions.
Freaking
so with
crazy,
that being said, I think we're going to see a lot more lighter boxes for Chase Brown, and that's why I've been beating the drum. Like, he was in a fantastic buy low scenario and situation, and we just saw it get rewarded. I think the only thing that's troublesome for me is, like, what the hell's going on with the Pittsburgh Steelers defense? Like, 1 week they're absolutely fantastic against
the run, the next week they're not.
And then next week against one of the most putrid run offenses in football, they're just non-relevant, non-existent.
Back and forth. He says it's Chase Brown startable again. So, yeah, that's where we're at here. So, I mean, if I'm looking at it, they get the Jets. The Jets have been really good versus the run, but when you get a game script where they're going to get massive points, I think, or massive, opportunities, I think Chase Brown's going to be a start again here this week.
Yeah, I mean, especially with buying again, you kind of have no choice.
Right. My God, Bones, Travion Henderson, man. Even when the Patriots were up in this game, they still didn't use Travion Henderson. Absolutely mind-blowing. I can't figure it out. I think he's almost droppable, dude. I got a potential trade question from Warrior. Trade Kyren Williams and Pickens for Lamb and Chase Brown. Yes. I'm taking that. I want the Lamb side over Pickens by a mile, and I think that outweighs Chase Brown, Kyren Williams by a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's an easy smash. And, yeah, like we just said, it might be droppable with Travion Henderson, which is a 4th-round pick, and all the hype was there, and it's just shot. So I'm baffled, but I'm still holding because I paid the capital, but, man, it's really weird. Justin says, would y'all trade DK, Olave, for Derrick Henry and Woody? I have lots of wide receivers: Ted, AJ Brown, Pittman, Olave, Mike Evans. Yeah, I'm trying to get Derrick Henry. If I can move, DK and Olave, and I still have Ted, AJ Brown, Pittman, Olave, and Mike Evans, I'm taking that. Even though you might be kind of overpaying, and I love Olave, I think I'm taking King Henry. I think he's a top 5 running back the rest of the way.
Honestly, stop stealing my words and my phrases, because I also believe that he is a top 5 running back the rest of the way.
Yeah, dude, well, Lamar didn't practice today, so that's the scary part. But I think he's going to be out there.
I'm not worried. And plus, they get Miami not this upcoming week, but next week.
That's when he goes nuclear.
Yeah,
their schedule is beautiful.
and
George says, trade Bill for Kenneth Walker. I mean, both are kind of. I'd say Bill's going to get more snaps for the rest of the way, but it's just been ugly. JD5's hurt. You don't know what's going to happen with him and his knee. He gave the thumbs up, but I don't think he plays Monday night versus KC. I think they're going to hold him out a week. So I mean, that's like a toss up. I mean, I'd probably take the K9 side by a little bit.
Yeah, it's the K9 side because I think we've seen Bill ultimately just burst and be really fantasy football relevant. Whereas like Kenneth Walker, we haven't really seen burst or be fantasy football relevant just yet. And Bill just had one of the greatest matchups in football and put up a fucking dudster.
A dud. Back to back, dude. Back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Any other takes on the Bengals game? I want to move on to the I'll let you break down the Rams Jags. I'll give you the London game, bro.
Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr. just doesn't look great. The injury is concerning. Luckily, he has a week to recover and heal. He's just playing scared, and he just doesn't look great across the board. His burst off the line isn't there as well. Devontae Adams was absolutely electric, 3 touchdowns. Matthew Stafford was absolutely phenomenal. Trevor Lawrence struggled. I think the one shining bright light that the Jaguars had was your boy, Travis Hunter, and he looked all the part. What was it? 8 receptions,
targets, baby.
8 receptions, over 100 yards. The usage was magnificent, and hopefully they can keep building towards that. So you could be right and just show off all your Travis Hunter receipts.
Hopefully down the stretch. Fuck, it took long enough.
Yeah, but hey, man, like fantastic outing for him. He looked the part. He played the part, and he was not a defensive back. So
I would throw in another weird thing there was that, Colby Parkinson, Terrence Ferguson, they kind of went with the Arthur Smith kind of, face here with Puka Nacua and used all 3 of their tight ends.
Kyron Williams didn't get much work. Travis Etienne,
I know.
we told you guys to sell high after the first 3 weeks. Kyron Williams is still like a sell now, sell high situation for me, by the way.
Blake Corum got the same amount of touches. That was very strange to me. Very, very strange.
But I mean, like if they're in a positive game script, it makes sense that they're trying to or like a negative game script where they're
protect him.
It makes sense that they're trying to protect an asset that they just paid.
Yeah, I can see that, but man, it sucks. He was in at the 1 yard line too, and they should have challenged that.
But yeah, Stafford, looked wonderful.
Unbelievable. Dustin says, sell Judkins. No way. Don't sell Judkins no matter what. Even at the bad game scripts, he's absolutely him. Defendies. Ant, what's up, my man? How we doing? Nico or Evans tonight? Dude, Mike Evans has such a good matchup versus Detroit. It's hard to say not to start him. I mean, Detroit is down 5 of their 6 corners, 1 of their 3 safeties. Everyone's banged up. And I like Mike Evans for anytime touchdown. As where you got Nico Collins, who's obviously a must start as well, but tougher matchup in the secondary. Who do you like better, Nico or Mike tonight?
I'm going with Nico.
Even with Detroit's matchup?
Even with Detroit's matchup, because I worry about the pitch count. But like I was telling George in the Patreon, our Discord there, I don't typically believe that there was a history under Todd Bowles where they had that kind of, if these guys are healthy, they're fuck a pitch count, they're going to play. Like we thought Chris Godwin would be on a pitch count his first game back. And he got a lot of snaps and a lot of usage. So, I mean, the pitch count narrative and fear is there for Mike Evans, but historically, when you look at the culture of the Todd Bowles Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they don't really like if they're healthy, they're going full board. So I will say that Mike Evans does have a better matchup and more upside, but Nico Collins is just him, the guy.
Kind of like fucking Drake London, who did absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Jaden Daniels, Inward Warrior says, someone dropped Zay Flowers. I am 3rd in my 10-man league, 0.5 PPR redraft dart, or Joe Flacco. I have to be a number 1 waiver priority. Correct. Zay Flowers would be 2nd. You 10-man league, I guess you're rocking 1 quarterback, I guess. I mean, I think Dart's got to be your number 1 pickup. This guy's matchup proof, man. He looks like a god. Like, unbelievable. Imagine if Neighbors was out there, man.
Yeah, he was, in fact, not Jackson Dirt on the road. That was a terrible call by Brian Daboll, where all you had to do was run the ball with Cam Scatterable, but yet you put your rookie quarterback in a position on the road against one of the toughest defenses in a bad scenario, trying to ice the game, and you got iced.
They got iced. That was bad too. Really bad.
Kickers suck, man.
I mean, I still like Mike Evans, bro. I like Mike Evans for anytime touchdown. I'm not as high on Nico for anytime touchdown tonight. But obviously Nico's got to be a freaking start. You know what I mean?
I also
Warrior
like Sam
likes
Laporta.
Nico.
I like Laporta for an anytime touchdown, and I like Kenneth Walker for an anytime touchdown.
Oh, you're getting. Are you just saying that because he's your guy?
No, I'm just like I'm just saying I like
Sell
I like
Drake
Kenneth
London?
Walker.
No way. 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 Please help. Got 3 spots left. QB, wide receiver, and QB. Super flex. You got to play Jared Goff no matter what. That's a given. I'm playing Egbuka and I'm playing Sam Darnold. I'm sitting Kenneth Walker. I always play the quarterbacks. And I'm definitely playing Egbuka versus Detroit.
JSN is in there.
Oh, never mind. Oh, man. Skip that. Oh, I'm going Goff, JSN, Emeka. Even though I like Darnold, he's got a tough match.
I'm going Goff, JSN, and
Darnold.
Emeka Egbuka.
Yeah, that's what I was going with. I'm not mad at that. All right, so moving on here. So the Rams game covered. I don't have any other takes from the Rams. Saints Bears game, man. Chris Olave, one of my smash plays, absolutely smashed. And the deep ball finally is connecting with him, man. They missed that like 6-7 times before this week. So that's good to see. Kendra Miller tears his ACL, so Alvin Kamara's value may go up a little bit here. And you may start to look maybe for some, Devin Neal might be interesting coming up here as well.
He's a fantastic add in the waiver wire, especially with the injury history with Alvin Kamara. And like, if you have very deep benches, I would also look into Marcus Yarn's territory.
I don't think they go that deep, but
I wanted to.
Rashid Shaheed still kind of, that boomer bust guy. He missed a big bomb. Juwan Johnson, of course, comes back to life once we all dump him, which is interesting. The Bears side, though, this game was a bad weather game, though. So, when I look at Caleb's stats, I'm not really too worried. Romo Dunze had another bad game with 2 for 31. DJ Moore had a bad game. Colston Levin had a bad game, but they won the game on the ground. And they had like 35 carries, man. So it's total different Bears look. And Kyle Manunjai just exploded onto the scene last week. He's going to be a massive waiver wire pickup. And he was getting the goal line work, which is always, there with DeAndre Swift, something that's a nightmare. And I think this Colston Love and Cole Kmet thing is going to be just brutal all year long. I don't think I'm going to be touching those tight ends probably all year. Let's catch up. Here goes. Thanks. Who would you go after at running back if I were to give Bill and one of Terry or so? I'm trying to get Derrick Henry everywhere I can right now, George. Everywhere. Chase Brown as well. Another nice one.
Jordan Mason, Saquon Barkley. Try to get Saquon Barkley by any means necessary right now.
What the hell is going on with Saquon?
The interior portion of the offensive line is dead. He misses Mekhi Becton, but they are getting healthier.
Ronaldo says Egbuka or Nico. The other team has CJ Stroud. I am up 5 points. I think I played the block. I think you have to play the block. Oh, man.
I'm going Egbuka here. The matchup is way too good.
So you like Egbuka, but you don't like Mike Evans in this spot.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Because Egbuka's a fucking dog. Mike Evans is an old piece of shit. Watch Mike Evans go off today, by the way.
I think Mike Evans goes nuts tonight. I think I'm playing the block, though. I think that's safer, but maybe it's not. I mean, Egbuka does have the better matchup, but the hamstring, I'm going Nico. I'm going to stick to it. They're both great options.
It is definitely the safe bet. And if CJ Stroud does well, hopefully it's because he's throwing it to Nico. So it makes sense.
Correct. Bears, Dolphins game. Break it down for me.
Bears, Browns?
Browns, Dolphins. Yep.
Browns defense was one of the best plays this week. That was fantastic. Quinshon Judkins was him. Devon Achane looked like he was gonna, have himself a game, but it was just literally one run.
He popped like 2 or 3. Yeah, he had some 3 big runs.
Yeah, but I mean, like there was that one big one where I think it was like 43 or 46 yards. Wish I took the longest rush. But with that being said, I mean that entire team, the Miami Dolphins, the culture there is just shot. It's completely dead. Mike McDaniels at the end, the presser where he was just like alluding to like I had to pull to but he didn't directly implicate to Darren Waller's dead again. Waddle looked like he took a really bad hit, but I think he was just winning because the game was essentially out of hand. I think that's why he didn't come back in. So I was still encouraged that Jalen Waddle could play. But like that entire team is a complete dumpster fire. And I think the only way you can get right is if you can clear house. And the only way you can clear house is by starting with Mike McDaniels and then selling anybody with a fucking value and just trying to get as much draft capital as humanly possible and rebuilding, because that team, like, they need the cap help. They need the cap help, and they need Jesus. It's ugly. And hey man,
It's
good
over,
on Cleveland.
man.
Good on Cleveland. They did what they had to do. Quinton Judkins is startable. He's always startable, no matter the matchup.
He looks
It's gonna be a
great.
tough. It's gonna be a tough start for him next week, though.
It is, but I mean, he's ran over tough matchups already. I'm not worried about Judkins, but might not be as high output, obviously. But man, the
Yeah.
Dolphins are done, dude. It's dumpster fire time. It's time to just fire sale it all. I mean, in my opinion,
As a diehard New England Patriots fan, like Jets being a dumpster fire, we missed we fucked up the Bills. We're first in the division. The Dolphins being a dumpster fire. Life is good as a Patriots fan.
Speaking of the Patriots, we'll move on to that game. Drake May is just becoming a superstar right in front of our eyes. He's now a just set it, start it quarterback, in my opinion. It doesn't even matter. I can't figure out Travion Henderson. I'd like to throw up prayers for him. I think it may be wraps. I think you may be able to drop this guy at this point, which is bonkers. I mean, they didn't even use him in garbage time when they were ahead. Stephon Diggs, definitely the focal point, volume-wise. Keyshawn Boutte hit that bomb touchdown. And then you had Austin Hooper make a nasty catch in the back of the end zone.
That catch was sick.
Nice. And then, dude, the Tennessee Titans got their head coach fired. They lost Calvin Ridley for the game, and Cam Ward had one of his better games, so that was, impressive there. Tony Pollard was a massive sit for me. That was, he got it done in the garbage time receiving game, which I thought Tyjae Spears would get, so that kind of hurt. But Tyjae Spears, led them with 22 rushing yards. You don't run against the Patriots anyways. Chicken Conco was nothing. Aya Minor got Christian Gonzalez, and then Chimera DK was the guy that had the game. So, I mean, Tennessee Titans are pretty much done to me. New England Patriots are going to be a playoff team. That's just official. Lock it in.
Do you think that the Titans moved Calvin Ridley potentially to a contender?
Yeah, I tweeted that last week.
Who do you think would go for him?
I mean,
Jets?
I think the Giants are really in the market, even though they're not a contender. But I think they can fight, man. The Giants.
What's his contract? How much does he have left on his contract?
I honestly do not know that off the top of my head. I think he got like a 3-year, $100 million. I think he got like a 3-year, $92 million or something before the season or last year. We buy homes near you. Appreciate you, Browns D smash call, my guy. Thank you that you did. You better pick up the Falcons right now too. They get Miami next week. Can we confidently say start almost any defense? So, dude, there's 3 teams: Titans, Raiders, and Miami. Always start against your defenses. Those offenses are just shot. Dude, Bones, my best ball exposure is dead with Travion Henderson right now. It's not good.
So he's under contract until 2027, the end of 2027. So
3-year, 92. Did I nail that?
4 years.
4-year. Yeah, that's way too much of a contract for him, for someone to pick up. But they could renegotiate. Could be done. Patriots thoughts, playoff team. What do you got? Any other thoughts?
I told you they were a playoff team coming into the season.
Yeah, they're going to be. The Drake May is nasty.
Honestly, you could say the defense is nasty. Drake May just broke the passer rating and passing completions record in the Patriots, which is not like talking about like a Cleveland Browns. Like Tom Brady held that record prior to him, so that's pretty fucking significant. You could talk about him. You could talk about something. You talk about the offensive line playing out of their mind. You could talk about all the things, but I think when you talk about the New England Patriots, the first thing you should talk about is like the culture there is fucking pristine. Like Mike Vrabel, Josh McDaniels, firing off all cylinders. It feels like the Patriots again. I'm here for it.
Oh my god, they look good.
We let those blue cheese eating motherfuckers off the road, have the division for 5 years. They did fuck all. They couldn't even make it to a fucking Super Bowl, let alone beat Kermit the Frog. It's our division now. Again, you guys had it for a little bit.
It is.
Yeah. Enjoy your blue cheese and your mustard and ketchup bukkakis and throwing yourselves through tables, because that is the highlight of your football significance, you pieces of shit. Go Pats. Fuck you, Dan.
Okay, so we move on to I don't even know if we need to talk about the Raiders. I mean, Jesus Christ, and Geno Smith is just cooked. The Raiders made a terrible decision salary-wise. Chiefs-wise, And Ashton Genty is going to pay for this, man. Ashton Genty is the one that's really hurt for the Raiders side. It's not good. But Chiefs side, dude, Patrick Mahomes is going to be the number one player in fantasy football. That's
Who would have thunk it, eh?
draft energy lock.
Who
Dude,
would've
Isaiah
thunk it?
Pacheco, by smash call, was going to smash, and he
still
sat
did
out the
good.
whole fucking fourth quarter.
He still did good.
I know, but that Brashard Smith got 14 carries all in the third and fourth quarter because they sat everybody. So, like,
You know how much Pacheco exposure I have?
not a lot.
0.
Yeah, not a lot. So, I mean,
You know how much Kareem Hunt exposure I have?
0.
Yeah. You know how much Brashard Smith exposure I have in best ball? Well over 750 lineups.
A ton.
All of it.
A ton.
Just fucking stupid amount. If I wasn't drafting him, you were sniping me on him for sure.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I guess, I'd say a little thing here. Jack Beck has been getting 70% snaps over the past 2 games, or Besh. That's kind of interesting. Dude, Rashee Rice is just the guy for the
He
fuck.
could have had a better outing if he played the rest of the game.
I know they sat everybody too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he had 20 points by halfway through the third quarter. Xavier Worthy.
Unhealthy.
I don't know.
He's
I don't know
unhealthy.
what I think about that floor with him.
The floor is non-existent, but when he's healthy, he's going to be one of the best players in fantasy football. He's just not healthy. He's not right. He's out there. He's toughing it out, but he's just not right.
I mean, Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Tyquan Thornton. I mean, Travis Kelce, he had that bomb catch. This was just a blowout. This was like an absolute lock to take the points in this game. I can't believe the Raiders, anybody thought they even had a chance. Hussein, bang, bang. Christian McCaffrey is him. Niner gang. What's good, brother? We buy homes New Year says my whole team is on a bye week. I'm having to start Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason, and my cook. My only options Hendy and Manungai. I'd probably roll out both Charger running backs if Aaron Jones is back. If Aaron Jones is not, I'd probably roll out Manungai. I'm playing Manungai in one league too. It's really bad. Hussein says, guys, I need some help. It's going to be a good question. So it's a trade question. Fire away, brother. Moving on here. As you fire the question, I'll let you take the game because these are your boys. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles, Vikings. Rip me with it. You go ahead. Come on.
Saquon Barkley is concerning. I'll start by addressing that. I'm glad that the Madden curse hasn't taken him away from us from football, but I wish it did because this is not the version of Saquon Barkley I want to see. As a football purist, and by no means, I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm a diehard Pats fan. I fucking hate the Eagles, but I am heavily invested in the Eagles, especially their passing game, because I always anticipated that Saquon Barkley would be injured, but like while he's healthy, he's still putting up zero production, no production, which is killing my Will Shipley bags. So hurry up and get fucking hurt so I can get some Will Shipley production. With that being said, AJ Brown, fantastic. Devonta Smith, tremendous, and Jalen Hurts put on a passing clinic. He was absolutely phenomenal. Even though the play calling was still stagnant, he was the best passing version of Jalen Hurts that we've seen thus far. I think what we saw this past week from him, I don't anticipate that it's going to be like that every week moving forward, but it just goes to show that like the Minnesota Vikings defense is a no-fly zone. They really didn't allow a lot of production to receivers.
And they're on a bye.
And honestly, we thought that they'd come out hitting, and they didn't. Justin Jefferson performance very, very weak. Carson Wentz was absolutely awful. The Philadelphia Eagles defense was fantasy relevant again, and this is right after everybody dropped them. I love how fantasy works. Dallas Goedert was a non-factor. Jordan Mason is probably the safest start ever. Like, you're going to get 11 points from him minimum on a weekly basis, and doesn't matter the fucking format. So TJ Hawkinson, that
if that was Travis Kelce, is that a touchdown? I saw him catch the same thing this year.
I personally thought it was a touchdown, but
that was a hell of a dive.
They didn't rule it in his favor. Jordan Addison he's in that Worthy and Jameson Williams territory. It's tough, but it was nice to see Jalen Hurts do Jalen Hurts things, and JJ McCarthy being a healthy scratch was also a head scratcher.
Dude, and they're practicing right now. They said they're both limited, so here we go again, heading into Thursday night football with it. How's it going to look?
Well, I mean, they get the lines next week, so fuck. Is DJ Reed Jr. back tonight?
No, DJ Reed's out for like 10 weeks.
Oh, I thought he was back tonight.
Wow, he's cooked. All right, question here from Hussein. I need a wide receiver 3 position in my home league because Ricky is out every week, and my friend that is tanking, he is offering. I think Ricky's going to play next week, by the way. I sent him my 3rd round pick for AJ Brown and a 5 pick. I'm leaning towards saying yes because I need a good wide receiver 3. Seems like AJ Brown is doing pretty well. My opponent has Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And you got to also you got to look at
And they're
this
playing the Giants.
With what Disco alluded to is the schedule coming ahead is nice, except for come around actually it's nice pretty much 80% of the way. So I like AJ Brown a lot moving forward here. After what I saw, if we go back to that, Eagles offense, gonna be really fucking worried. What do y'all make of Jordan Addison being wide receiver 1 over Justin Jefferson this week? He had a ton of volume too, which is bonkers to me. I think he had like 13 targets. So I was like, I don't know what's going on in this game. Justin Jefferson obviously draws the doubles. You know that. And, Addison wasn't really out there with Carson Wentz at the beginning. He was more with J.J. McCarthy in preseason having that connection. So that was weird to me. But, I mean, Addison's probably in the wide receiver 3 range, every single week. You got a tough matchup. Chargers, Chargers get beat by the slot. And Michael Pittman had a big game against him too, though, with Josh Downs down. So that was nice to see. Okay. I meant the Colts.
Okay.
That was wrong. And Keenan Allen just chewed him up. Jesus. Panthers Jets game. I gotta take this one. Oh my gosh. My Panthers got a dub though. 4-3, 4 wins out of 5 games. Let's go, Panthers. Ride high. Justin Fields gets benched. Not good there. But my number one takeaway is that Rico Dowdle Chuba Hubbard is gonna be a nasty split the rest of the way. Don't like to see that. Do I think that Andy Dalton can open it up more for the pass game? Maybe. He's also getting older by the freaking year. The guy's got to be. I don't know if I trust him, but Xavier Legette with his monster game was bonkers with 9 targets, out targeting everybody, and almost 100-yard game. Found the end zone. Jalen Coker, like everyone was trying to tell me to start. I told you to be a non-factor. That's all hype.
I wasn't one of those everyone's, by the way.
I know. So many people asked me about Coker last week. I was like, stop it.
But
I did call a baseball score in this game, and it almost was.
Go Jays. I heart BJs.
Breece Hall is absolutely cooked. Mason Taylor is cooked as long as Justin Fields is out there, and they haven't named a starting quarterback yet. I mean, as soon as Tyrod Taylor came in, Mason Taylor became effective. He had the best matchup on the freaking week, and Justin Fields could not find him. Nothing really else from this game, man. This is gross. Both these teams.
Chuba
what?
Chuba was okay. He was all right. Rico Dowdle back to insignificance, even though he did have a couple of big bursts. But it's
Rico Dowdle out-carried him. 17 carries for 80 yards.
It's still Chuba.
I know. Yeah, but I think it's going to be a split. But nothing I really want to stay with. The Jets wide receiver room was absolute trash without Garrett Wilson. There's nothing out there. Nothing good.
What about Tet? Talk to me about Tet. What the fuck?
So it was 5 targets, not great, but they posted it before that this defense, the way they play their zone scheme, is the worst zone scheme for Ted McMillan. It was a Debro tweet that I saw about it, but still, Xavier Legette shouldn't be getting as much open if Tet can't. So I'm a little worried about it. The target share kind of changed.
I mean, the week prior
changed the look.
The week prior, Tet was very touchdown dependent. He put up 0 production outside of that. Like, he was a standard fucking darling, and the 2 touchdowns really saved his outing. It's just like, we're expecting a lot from Tet, but should we temper our expectations moving forward, or is he going to be somebody who's like a late bloomer?
I'm hoping that's the case, and maybe Andy Dalton opens it up here for him. That's like what I'm hoping for. But I think they get Buffalo next week. Who do they get next week? I don't think matchup. It is Buffalo. That could be a lot of points from playing from behind. That could be nice.
I mean, if we look at wide receiver ones, we saw Stephon Diggs jizz all over the Buffalo Bills because they enjoy the fucking bukkake. We saw Drake London jizz over the fucking Buffalo Bills because they enjoy the bukkake. All signs are leading that Ted should also jizz all over them, but hopefully he gets the red rifle / red rocket so they can but their red rocket all over the Buffalo Bills with their mustard and ketchup bukkake. Fuck the Buffalo Bills. That is the theme of today. Fuck the Buffalo Bills. Where are you, Dan? Fuck you too.
It is National Tight End Day next week too, as well. It was National Running Back Day. I guess CMC and Bijan made that a thing after the game.
Trey McBride Sam Laporta, Brock Bowers, all on buys on National Tight End Day. Make it make sense.
I know who's gonna get the 4 touchdowns in the Arthur Smith system. He goes, I've got a lineup of Caleb Williams, Jefferson, London, Chase Brown, JCM, Javante, Lone Bright Spot, Fannin, Jr., Terry, Purcell. I need to make some moves. Jefferson, London, Chase Brown, JCM, Javante. JCM's probably a problem. Terry McLaurin, hopefully we get back. Purcell, you hopefully get back. What are you trying to acquire here? You think you need a running back with JCM, Chase Brown, and Javante, or you think you need a wide receiver in this situation?
Well, like realistically, with his current lineup, everybody he has other than Javante is like buy lows.
Yeah.
I don't believe in selling low. So, and I also don't believe in selling Javante Williams right now because his burst is back. His jump cuts look absolutely fantastical. Fantastical.
He looked great.
He looks really good. He's a fantastic football player.
What's up? I think that's Willie. I don't know why these names are like this. Is that what you're trying to fix before the show?
That's what I was trying to fix before the show. What's up, Willie? Good to see you, B. Willie Style. I love you, buddy. I hope you're well.
No cap. Mac Tech production was a Bryce Young versus decent defense coverage problem. Dalton will pepper him with targets. I'm hoping so. But
it is just a high ankle.
And he's at 1 week. So, I mean, that's the update right now, but you never know how it goes. He says, I'm 2-5. I need a running back 2 for sure and a flex. I'm trying to target Derrick Henry everywhere I can. If that's one guy you can make a sell higher for. I'm even willing to overpay a little bit for Derrick Henry, George. So what's the guy's roster with Henry on it? Let me know that. And then we're going to move on here to the freaking Giants game that Jackson Dart and the Giants blew. I'll let you take it away.
Before I take it away, check your DM. I just shared a very weird video with you of the end of that game. Can you share it on your screen?
On my Twitter?
Yeah, you're in your DM. I don't want you to watch it prior. Like, I want us in the audience to watch this and like decipher what the fuck actually happened. Right. Okay. So I want your first reaction on this because it's very weird.
Okay.
All right. Put it full screen.
Okay.
All right. So game-winning field goal kick, right?
Yep.
Now keep watching. Look for your guy, Dre Greenlaw.
Okay. Running after the ref.
Okay. Now look at what happens to Dre Greenlaw with the ref. He gets a flag thrown on him.
Right.
In theory, shouldn't there be another play if there's a flag thrown in that?
And juncture? The game ended. I never saw that till now.
Yeah, that's why
wild.
That's why I shared that with you.
I was just going nuts that the game had ended like that. I was losing my mind. I never saw that.
Yeah, very, very, very interesting.
What would it be though? Because it's after the score. They just get a kickoff.
I have no idea.
I don't think it would change anything, honestly.
I generally don't know, but I just figured I'd share that with you. Okay, let's talk about the game. Like when you look at this offense for the Denver Broncos, I hate the idea that Sean Payton is so stubborn in those dink and dunk fucking sideline to sideline plays because when they opened it up in the fourth quarter and started pushing the ball down the field, the passing completion, the confidence, the ball was on a tightrope. Bo Nix was absolutely elite and spectacular in that window where he put up almost 40 fantasy points in just the fourth quarter alone, which is fucking mind-boggling. Absolutely insane. They need to stop this whole fucking dink and dunk, sideline to sideline offense and approach that they currently have. They need to start pushing the ball very deep. Wan'Dale Robinson is matchup proof. I generally believe that. Cam Scatterbu, matchup proof, and Jackson Dart just proved on the road against one of the toughest defenses. He is matchup proof as well. I called him Jackson Durr, but no, he's not Jackson Durr. He's Jackson Dart. Shout out to Brandy Ballers, aka the SPS God. He called it. We all should.
Dude, he looks good. I try to tell everybody, man. I think he's the highest dynasty value asset 2026, man.
And
like, would you trade him for 4 firsts?
Courtland Sutton looked good at times. Marvin Mims looked good at times. Troy Franklin got lucky. Evan Ingram usage wasn't fantastic, but I still like Evan Ingram moving forward, especially this upcoming week against Dallas.
Oh no, Evan Ingram's usage was the best of the year.
But he wasn't fantastic. He wasn't fantastic.
I know, but 8 targets still. I love, and you get Dallas next week. Fire up Evan Ingram. It's
Yeah,
here.
I
It's coming.
love Evan Ingram next week. That is like he's got tight end 1 territory written all over him next week.
I
But
just wish
once
they'd
again,
use
it's
him at like
Sean Payton.
80%.
Sean Payton's what's holding this offense back with his play calling.
It's pretty
He needs
bad.
he needs to start pushing the ball down the field because it was a completely different Bo Nix when he started pushing the ball down the field when they were playing from behind. And man, kudos to them. They stuck with it and they believed the entire time. You got to blame Brian Dable. Like punt, force them into that negative field position where they got to travel the entire length of the field, but instead they threw it on third. What was it? 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5 instead of running with Cam Scatterbo. Scatterbo could have picked up the first down, but at least punt. Protect the football. That's a bad play call by Brian Dable, and he should own that.
That was terrible. I would throw out another thing that was kind of interesting. I mean, well, besides the fact that RJ Harvey is just cooked unless J.K. Dobbins goes down, is Daniel Bellinger. Where's Thomas Fedone? Daniel Bellinger had a big game.
Yeah, it's either Bellinger or Theo Johnson. It hasn't been Thomas Fedone, the jabroni.
I know. Theo Johnson got a little tip touchdown, of course. Demaryius Thomas passed away, and he got that statue before the game. That was good to see. Broncos scored 33 points in the fourth quarter to come back win on the day they honored him. Wow, some things are meant to be. That's wild. And if you think about it, Bo Nix has like 60 points now in the fourth quarter in 2 weeks. That's unheard of. They wait too long to open up that offense. Flex one, Woody or K. Dotton from Jay Moore. I think I like Woody more than K. Dotton now with the Mekhe Buka back.
Yeah, we had this conversation earlier when we were doing our bets. Like with Emeka Ibuka and Mike Evans back, I think this just kills K. Dotton, but I could be wrong if they're on a pitch count. But like we alluded to at the beginning of the show, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers culture doesn't allow pitch counts. If those guys play, they're full go.
Detroit is also a heavy man versus the tight end, which really kills K. Dotton. He's really his own.
But Brian Branch is out. And Kirby Joseph is also out.
Their whole team is out. So I mean, it's hard to judge that.
All 4 of their starting DBs are out.
Mike Mills in the building. What's good, brother? Let's go. W this week. Dak, Judkins, CD, Rice, Ferg, Brown. Game over.
Living large and in charge, my friend.
Which tight end streamers do you like in week 8? Mason Taylor versus the Bengals, TJ Hawkinson versus the Chargers, Gadsden versus the man. Aronde Gadsden. We got to get to that guy in a minute. I think I'm going to say Gadsden here, but I'm going to save it for the Charger game. No shot I can get Henry owner. Is it possible to trade with? I would look at a Chase Brown. Maybe you could even buy low on Alvin Kamara with the news of Kendra Miller tearing the ACL. DeAndre Swift's a heavy target I'm after as well.
I'm not.
Oh my God, he looks great. The main thing I learned from the Broncos comebacks is to trust my gut and place live bets for comeback wins in the second half. Was very close to getting the Broncos to come back, but chickened out. Dude, I wouldn't have taken that. You hate to drop Henry, but it has been so ugly so far. Would you drop Ricky P. Benson or Brashard? You hate to drop Henry, but it has been so ugly by far. But I'm definitely not dropping Benson. Benson's about to come back and be the starting running back. There's no shot.
Yeah, and he's got a fantastic playoff schedule.
I don't really understand what you mean here, Jay Moore. You hate to drop Henry, but it has been so ugly. Would you drop 4? Oh, I'm picking up Benson, man. Benson has to be picked up. Sorry, I read that wrong. Benson. Should I drop Mac? Yeah, I think he has to be dropped now. You're going against KC. I don't think you're going to have JD5 out there on Monday night either. Okay, so we covered the Giants game. Perfect. Shootout game, and I get the Colts. Nice. Jonathan Taylor would have been the first pick in fantasy football. You absolutely nailed that before the season. I did not like JT because of injury. As long as he stays healthy, this guy is a fucking god. That is 3 games this season with 3 touchdowns already. Ridiculous. Tyler Warren was always the answer. It was never Colston Loveland. Where are all the Colston Loveland haters? Come back and talk to me. Michael Pittman had a big game again. And when I look at the Colts, man, are we thinking that they're a real contender here, guys? Are you believing this now with Danny Dimes? And they're averaging the most points in the NFL.
As of now, you have to.
Right? Like, are they a contender to beat like the Ravens, or say this? Well, I guess we'll throw the Ravens out, the Bills or the Chiefs. So I just don't see that. But could it be possible?
Well, we're going to find out week 9.
I know. This team, man, they are just rolling. Chargers side, Justin Herbert absolutely lit it up. Kamani Vidal was never the answer. We tried to tell you guys that before the week started. I tried to tell you that you got to do your research. 1 game pops. Don't hit the next game every time. He got absolutely slaughtered.
especially if it's the Dolphins. By the way, I'm more than comfortable starting Tyler Algier next week.
Yep. So he's gonna be my sleeper play. Aronde Gadsden, man, is this like the Puka Nakua of tight ends right here? Wide receiver converted Syracuse. He was my sleeper of the year before the year. The landing spot is great. He had 164 and a touchdown, 7 receptions, 3 games with 7+ receptions. He looks great. He had 320+ yard catches in that game as well. And then you nailed this one before the game started. You're like, man, Keenan Allen or Loud McConkey. I don't know who it's going to be. It was both. They had 20 targets to the slot. Obviously, they played in the game script way from behind, so it helped the passing attack
Didn't
more.
Keenan Allen have something absurd like 28 fantasy points and Ladd had what, 15?
Yeah, they blew it up. Keenan had
Yeah.
119 and a touchdown for 11 catches.
Yeah, fantastic.
Now, Chargers need Amari and Hampton back is my takeaway. Their running back room is not going to get it done with Kamani Vidal. Everyone smashes the Dolphins, and everyone got too hyped. I'm not sold at all on Kamani Vidal. Period.
I'm convinced that this is the number one team that should make a move for a running back right now, because all other teams that would necessarily make a move for a running back other than the Chiefs, and the Chiefs running back room is like, it's volatile for fantasy football, but it works for what they're currently doing. It's like, okay, well, if the run isn't working with the ground and pound, then we'll just throw it to Bashard Smith. It makes sense. Like it just makes perfect sense for them and what they're running. But I think the team that is in desperate need for like a fantastic running back, Breece Hall to the Chargers might be the fucking move.
That would be ridiculous, but that would really hurt Hampton.
It sure would. But Breece Hall's also like in contract situation, so he might get traded after, or just sign with another team as a free agent.
That is facts. Tyler Lockett asked to be released. Dude, it took him long enough. Should have done that for week 2. I don't even think he might get picked up, but he's not going to be relevant.
He'll go to Vegas.
I got Drake May for J season. We pull in the trigger after tonight. CD Rice plus J season. Who's your other quarterback, Meek? That would be ridiculous, by the way.
Yeah.
Who's your other QB? For Taysom, he'll be a sneaky ad. The guy's so old and busted. I'm not doing it with him.
Well, hold on. Who are they playing next week? The Saints are playing.
I
got the Buccaneers.
I mean, if you want to take the gamble, it's not for me. I don't like that gamble.
If you need the ceiling play with Bymageddon happening and all those, why not? Right? Jawan Johnson was fantasy relevant again, by the way. That was cool.
I know. Of course, when we all dump him. Cowboys, Commanders game, take it away.
Dak Prescott is playing out of his fucking mind. Javonte Williams is a fantastic running back, and I'm glad that I invested so heavily in him in the offseason, and I'm glad that you have that jersey back there to show your love and your affinity for Javonte. If you are just tuning in and you're new to this content and this culture, and by the way, if you're watching us on X, head over to the Sleaze Bomb stream on YouTube. My Mind is a Weapon Fantasy Football. Shout out to you guys for tuning in. But absolutely fantastic. Even though we didn't see like 100%, and what do I mean 100%? Like, even though we didn't see CeeDee Lamb at 100%, he's still 100% better than 99% of the fucking other wide receivers in football. It's absolutely absurd. George Pickens' usage was concerning, even though the explosives were still there. The Washington Commanders secondary is free fantasy points moving forward.
Lattimore is cooked.
Ja'Cory Cross-Merritt is terrifying. Jake Ferguson, like you called it at the beginning of the season, as your dark horse tight end 1. What a fantastic call. I wish I listened a little bit more. I do have a lot of exposure, but I do wish I listened more.
Let him in targets again.
Yeah, I wish I was more invested in him, honestly. But I think you want, if we're talking about sleeper upside, I think Jadon Blue gives you a lot of sleeper upside. And I think if we're talking about waiver wire pickups, I like McNichols with Mariota at the helm because he gets a slight bump in usage, especially the check down equity when Mariota's at the helm. So I do like McNichols as a sneaky waiver wire pick that not a lot of people are going to be putting in a lot of bids on.
That's not a bad one. I would throw in, man. You had the Cowboys defense. You had Luke McCaffrey. I thought he was going to be a guy. I started him as well in one league. You had Jalen Lane. You had Chris Moore, and they just.
I started him over Ramondre Stevenson in one league, but luckily I've won. Like already by this point, I've won every single game in my
right.
league.
I mean, they both had 60 yards, but not impressive. Zach Ertz, he got his touchdown to save his day. He wasn't impressive. I don't know what the hell was going on. Jaden Daniels obviously got hurt in the game, so it really killed the second half.
They had no receivers, so they got to stack the box.
Mm-hmm. And it was just tough, man. They need everyone back. The Commanders are probably going to be hurt until week 10. I think they're cooked for a little bit here.
Oh, did you watch that clip that I tagged you in, by the way?
Which one?
The one where I was talking about what's his face, Jaden Daniels, and how I said like he's going to get hurt. We're going to see an RG3 similar situation, and
I remember you saying that.
sell high right now. I have the clip right here. I said sell high right now.
Show it. Put it in the share.
Yeah, give me a sec.
So we got 15 minutes here. I want to run through these last two. We'll play the clip and then we'll talk about the pick'ems for tonight that we like. So Packers offense, scary. Not happy about it at all. The wide receiver room is going to be a fucking nightmare, especially when you get Christian Watson and Reed back. I don't even want to touch it. I'm hoping for your boy Golden to break out, but I just don't see him anywhere but a boomer bust guy with how that offense spreads it around. And I guess Romeo Dobbs is your guy. Cardinals side, dude, Trey McBride will be the ultimate winner of fantasy football. Jacoby Brissett said as the quarterback. It is unbelievable. He looks so good. He has 3 touchdowns in 2 games with Jacoby Brissett and 3 touchdowns in 20 games with Kyler Murray. That's how fucking terrible he is. Falcons Niners side, dude. I don't know. I don't care what anyone says. I don't think my Niners are contending, but you can give Shanahan, you can give Saleh, you can give them all every coach of the year award there is. They're fucking.
I don't know. Vrabel's pretty close, man. Vrabel's doing Shane Steichen also really close. I think they're doing
with all the injuries.
I don't care. Fuck the 40 Winers.
Let's catch up here. Titans are releasing Lockett. We saw that. Jake Ferguson's an absolute monster, bro. Monster. Do you trust starting Travis Hunter next week? He's on a bye next week, my man. Week 9.
Yeah, I'm not starting Travis Hunter next week.
Hoping Jay Season doesn't get more than 20 points or I lose. He's got a tough matchup, but he's been electric, dude. I want to move on from Kai Wren for a running back with some boom potential. Who should I go for? QBs. Drake May, you're good there. Running back Kai Wren, Judkins, JCM, Mondre. Wide receiver Chase, Jay Season, Zay, Mooney, Bowers, Taylor.
I'm moving Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, and Mason Taylor right now and trying to get Derrick Henry.
Yep. I'd either move Kai Wren and JCM for Henry too.
Yep.
As well. What's cracking? Took out Golden last minute. Who to flex tonight? Sharps or Woody down 20. I have Jay Season. They have Nico. Oh, man.
Is it if it's PPR, then the answer is Woody. If it's anything non-PPR, the answer is Sharps.
I do think Woody gets involved heavy in the pass game here in this game. I am not gonna lie. I do kind of believe that, but God, it's such an ugly game on both sides. I don't know if I like it a lot. I really hope Marv can earn more targets. Fuck, dude. I can't even watch the Cardinals wide receivers, man. It's terrible. Marvin Harrison is so much better. He deserves better than that big time.
All right, I got
here we go. Here we go.
His likeliness of suffering injury, I question his durability, not his ability. And it's more of a durability situation for me. Everybody is at an all-time high for Jaden Daniels. The only thing that could be worse is if we see an injury happen and an injury sustained, similar to an RG3 situation. So I'm out on Jaden Daniels because the ADP is way too high.
But we're talking about owning him in Dynasty.
Yeah, and I'm out on him this year. And if he's shit this year, then I can
Dynasty.
buy him.
That's 10 years.
If I sell high now on Jaden Daniels, right? I can get a lot of pieces, and then I could probably go buy him back when he's at an all-time low. I'm saying right now, he's at an all-time high.
Nails.
I'm not invested in him. People are emotional creatures. They're going to want to get rid of him and get what they can, and then I'm going to buy him back for pennies.
You're going to buy Jaden Daniels back for pennies. Yeah, that's the tough part. You're not going to buy him back for pennies, but that is facts. That was good.
I can't wait to show you the receipts of me buying him back for pennies.
Well, fucking in the fucking disco balls.
Oh man, God, I'm not right often, but when I am right, it's about
good.
Daniels. It's about Daniels. It's a great fucking clip.
All right, so I want to look at some pick'ems here, but I guess we got to use fucking we'll go here. All right. No. Do
you want to share mine?
You could put your ticket up there, but I'm gonna share these so you can just see more, dude. Just better options. Okay. So my pick'em lock of the week was Isaiah Pacheco, 45.5 rushing. He would have got fucking 90 if they didn't blow him up by 30 points. Okay. So what do you like from today's game for your lock? What would your number one lock be from any one of the games tonight?
Baker Mayfield over 18.5 rushing yards.
So your lock is Baker Mayfield. I've already taken this on a bunch. He likes Baker Mayfield. It's up to 20.5 now.
Yeah, so the reason why I like Baker over 18.5 rushing yards is because when you're looking at the Detroit Lions defense, they allow over 26.5 rushing yards to opposing quarterbacks per week, and Baker Mayfield averages 23.5. It's well within his wheelhouse, something that he's capable, and it's a plus matchup. It's an outlier. So 18.5 I like, but 20.5 is a little rich, but yeah, that's fine.
I'm also enticed by the 22.5 completions. I think it's going to be a tougher run game. So if I had to take Baker, I think I'm going that. It's going to be tougher in between the tackles.
I would rather take his passing and rushing total over his completions.
282.5.
Correct.
Okay, we'll lock that in. Okay, so you like the rushing, but I have that on a ton of cards because you sent me that earlier, so I take that one. Mine that I love from the Bucks game, an absolute ton this week, is Mike Evans over 4.5 receptions. I think that's going to be pure gold. I think he's going to come back and he's absolutely going to torch the lit up Detroit Lions that is just absolute shambles secondary. And I think he has 8 receptions. I think he can ladder it up to 7 possibly if you're a gambling man. What else would you take here from this game? What's up, babe?
Jahmyr Gibbs over 12.5 longest reception. When you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Todd Bowles scheme and system, they are a funnel for not just receptions, they are a funnel for chunks in the reception game. I anticipate it's going to be a struggle within the tackles between David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. I want to bet on Jahmyr Gibbs over his longest because when we're looking at average reception allowed against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they allow 13 yards to the opposing running backs.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get this bigger here so we can see him. Is that better? There we go.
Yeah,
it's better. Okay, so I'm not mad at that one. I like that one as well. I mean, he could do that on the first play of the game. So I mean, that's not big. I don't know if I want to touch Amon-Ra. 7.5 receptions, 9.5 targets. It's all interesting because Tampa secondary is kind of beat up.
As long as it's at 22.5.
As long as it's 22.5.
That's free.
You like that?
I love it.
Okay.
It's way higher on this side.
I'll give you another one that you like there. Okay. Chubb. I mean, what else do I? Emeka Egbuka, his props aren't up. Maybe they're lower. Evans. Emeka Egbuka, 4.5 receptions, 51 yards, 10.8 fantasy points. I think I like the fantasy points too.
I think the fantasy points is reasonable.
Right, 10.85.
This is PPR or half PPR?
Half PPR.
Fuck. Then he needs touchdown.
Right, so it's tougher. That's why.
Yeah.
Tez Johnson, 1.5. Jake Bates, 7.5 kicker points. Kate Otten down to 28.5 now. He was at 38, like 36 coming in.
Yep.
They dropped him a ton.
Chase McLaughlin over 1.5 field goals seems logical.
I do like that. I like Jake Bates too, but they always go for it, man. So it's tough to, judge him. I think I'd rather take this. If I'm taking that, I'm taking the 6.5 kicking points.
The Detroit Lions only allow 5.3 kicker points per week.
Yeah.
That's the second worst matchup in football. I don't like that at all.
I like the kicking points, though. I do.
Okay.
Anything else from that game you like?
I want to take Sam Laporta over his longest reception or receiving yards, but if it's over 47.5, I don't like the receiving yards.
47.5 and 18.5 long.
It's too rich for me. First TD score would be interesting, but I'm not going that route either.
Just gambling it out.
Yeah.
Anytime TD is there.
I do like him for an anytime touchdown. Holy fuck, there's a lot of options on that website.
This would be underdog.
Yeah, a lot of options on that website. Kind of salivating looking at all of them right now.
I don't like that one. Okay, so we got 4 from here. Let's build a monster out. Let's get 4 from the Texans Seahawks game.
Okay, so I got to take a look at their odds because there are slight differences and they have a couple more options. So go to the top.
I know you like Woody Marks receiving, so I'm taking that.
Absolutely.
Almost done.
Kenneth
I'll
Walker.
show you all of them. So
Kenneth Walker over 1.5 receptions is free.
Okay, I like that as well. So do I. Okay, you could even take double of the same player, by the way, in different things.
Really? Okay, so I like the 1.5 receptions. I'll stay with that with Kenneth Walker. I am leaning for him on an anytime touchdown, but that's personal bias. What's the longest reception at for Nico?
Nico is at 25.5.
That's too rich for me.
Yep,
What,
too high.
what's the reception marker at for JSN?
JSN, I think it's like 28.5. Last time I saw it. His is super high. Where's JC's?
You're on the wrong game.
No, they scramble him around sometimes. I can't find him. Cooper Kupp, Elijah Arroyo, AJ Barner, no Jackson Smith and Jigba here. Where is he? Let's just go to him. Okay. So 16.45 fantasy points, 9 target, 27.5.
27.
Long.
I'll take the over on his 6.5 receptions.
Okay. Okay, not mad at that.
Okay. Now humor me here. What's Schultz receptions line at? If it's anywhere over
4.5.
4.5 is way too rich for me.
Way too high. Right now I saw it. That's what I was looking at. He has a great matchup.
Fantastic matchup.
So let's see. Let's see if
what's CJ Stroud's completions at?
His completions is 20.5.
Okay, give me a sec.
What about an int thrown?
I don't mind it, but give me a second. I'll tell you why I kind of like that. When we're looking at what the Seahawks allow, they allow 26.17 passing completions per game to opposing quarterbacks, and he's averaging just over 20. So I would be inclined to want to take the over on that because I don't anticipate the run game is going to be formidable. He's going to have to throw a heck of a lot.
So you like the 22? I do. Okay. All right. 20.5 completions. Okay.
Yeah.
We're locking it in. This is a monster. 5 for 375. So we flex it. Yep. 207. All right. So I'll catch up with chat here. This is the card. Game's about to start in 4 minutes. Actually, let me get your question first. He says, Nico or Igbuka? I like Nico. He likes Igbuka. Why is the game swept from late tonight, 10 p.m. on the East Coast? They've done it back to back. I'm stacked at wide receiver. My running back 2 is weak. Should I hold Breece Hall and try to package him with Jennings, Harvey, or Henderson for a better? You're not going to get shit for Harvey or Henderson. They're more hold. My starter is CMC. I think you got to stick with Breece for now and just hope he gets traded, man. I don't think you're going to get a lot for any of those guys for a trade package. I mean, who could you get for Breece Hall and Jennings or Breece Hall and Harvey or Breece Hall and Henderson? Nothing. So I'm not on the sell low situation there. But so if you guys want to tailor your own risk, these cards are just dangerously stupid. I would say the number one lock that I have is Mike Evans, 4.5 receptions. What is your number one lock? Baker's rushing at 18.5, right?
I would say my number one lock,
Kenneth Walker receptions.
It's very close to Woody Marks receiving yards or the longest reception for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay. So I like Mike Evans, 4.5 receptions. He likes Jahmyr Gibbs' longest reception and Woody Marks receiving yards at 15.5.
Yeah.
I took Baker Mayfield, 282.5 pass plus rush. Amon Ra's longest reception, 22.5. Chase McLaughlin, 6.5 seems free to me, but it is risky versus the Lions. JC's over 6.5 and CJ Stroud over 20.5 receptions. Any other takes on the 49ers Falcons game?
No, but just a side note, my video for the Bimageddon's finally starting to get some fucking clicks and views. God, it was such a good video.
Dude, the intro was lit, bro. Intro was tight. Felt like I was in Star Wars, dude, coming out for the fight. Dude.
Just fucking ready to say this is fantasy football and just kick somebody through a fucking hole and just dominate Bimageddon.
Chrono says you guys are the best channel out there, by the way, but you and BDE are the go-tos for me. Thank you, brother. We put a ton of effort into all of it for you guys to help you guys dominate weekly. So that is it for me. I will be back Thursday. Disco will be back Thursday on his show, Big Draft Energy, if you haven't checked out the YouTube. And then are we doing your show Saturday? He's back this week. He had a migraine last week.
Thursday and Saturday. By the way, Chronos, if you turn your pinky into your shoulder, it makes your bicep grow like 20% and look bigger 20%. It's a nasty flex. So when you're finishing your bicep curl, don't just finish it like this with your palm facing.
Is that real?
Turn it 100%. So just go from here.
That feels real, dude.
It
feels real.
This is what I do for a fucking living. so like this,
I'm
just
going
turn
Igbuka, bro.
turn your pinky in. That's how you get that maximum flexage in your bicep. I got you, broski. More than fantasy football.
Igbuka or J-Mo, real quick. 1 minute. Fire it. I'm going Igbuka. J-Mo's too risky.
Igbuka.
All right, guys. So we'll be back next week. Thank you guys for hanging out. Football is here. Hope you guys enjoyed all the content this week. Can't thank you guys enough for all the support. And that's it, man. The guys are out. We'll see you guys next week. The content crank starts tomorrow, man. Peace.
Bye.